Good morning, everybody. My name is Tiffany Tarr. I'm our Vice President of Sales here at Distributor Central, and I'm pretty excited this morning to talk about a new website template that we launched this morning, so you guys will be the first people to see it. So we're going to talk a little bit about that template, how you can use it, and how it's impactful, or how you can use the product set that we're going to talk about on this template in other applications as well through Distributor Central. If you're on today's webinar and you're not familiar with Distributor Central, just as a recap, we're a free resource to you as a distributor. Everything that we talk about today is done at no cost to you as a distributor. We host distributor websites at no cost, product research, a full product research suite, as well as order management, contact management, and website hosting. So we're going to get started. Just a couple of housekeeping items. We are recording today's session. So everyone that's attending today will get a recording of the session. You can also use the chat functionality in your GoToWebinar tool to send in any questions that you might have as we go through today's new website template presentation. Our presentation today won't be very long. It should be pretty quick and simple. So probably no longer than a half an hour or so. But again, if you've got questions, feel free to send those in and I will do my very best to answer them as we go along. If you need contact information, I'll put this up again at the end of the webinar, but you can reach out to me or anybody on our support team if you've got questions after today. So we will start diving in. Distributor Central has released a new template that is enabled with a virtual design tool. This virtual design tool allows you or your customer to upload your customer's logo to the website, and it will take that logo and it will apply it to all the products that have been set up with the virtual design tool. This template is already available inside of your Distributor Central account, and so we'll take a look at how to use this and how to enable it. But this is what the template looks like. If I were really a distributor, or if I was really an end user and this is my distributor's website, all I would need to do to use this template is take my company's logo, and I'm going to pull one off of my desktop. But I would just need to take my company logo or a logo that I'm interested in seeing, getting a kind of a better idea of what this logo would look like on products. So I've just taken this kind of colorful company logo, and I'm going to upload it. Oops. I'm going to save it. And once I've done that, the website itself is going to take all of the products that are enabled with the logo tool, and it's going to automatically apply this logo to all of the products on this website so that your customer can see what their logo looks like across several different product ideas. So we're going to go, now I'm going to take you into your Distributor Central account and show you how to use this template with the wizard, and then show you how to filter products with our new product collection to just demo products that already have the logo designer enabled on them. So this is what your Distributor Central account looks like when you log in, if you've not logged in a long time. And then to get to the website editor, you're going to go to Websites and then to your Hosting Manager. Once you get to the Hosting Manager, you can just click this link right here just to view all of the websites that are available. So you can view all of the website templates, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and just click Add New Website. When I click Add New Website, all I have to do to start creating a website that's enabled with a logo designer that my customers can get a visual representation of what their logo looks like on products is click Use This Logo. And now I'm going to give my website a name. There's a couple of different ways that you can use Distributor Central. You can use Distributor Central as from a hosting standpoint. If you've already got a domain name, we will host that domain name for you at no cost. If we're already hosting a domain for you, you could use something like a subdomain to create a design dot whatever your URL address that we're hosting is. Or Distributor Central will provide you a holder domain. The domain that we use is dcpromosite.com. So if I were going to create a folder name I'm going to call my folder Tiffany Design, and I'm going to upload my company logo through the website wizard. I'm going to use my Distributor Central logo. I'm going to open it. It's going to take that logo and it's going to apply it to the website. And now I've created a website with this template that my customers can start to use. It's finishing up all of its design work. And now I've got a preset website with my company logo on it that my customers can start shopping from and using as a purchasing tool. We'll give this just a second to finish doing what it does. I might have gone a little bit too fast. While we're waiting on that, if you wanted to customize your site further, so when you use the website wizard, it's going to pull your main contact information and it's going to pull in some holder details. If you wanted to go in and change, like this obviously isn't my phone number, so I want to change that information, I can drill into that and I can change my phone number here. And then save those changes. So without having to dig into any of the additional information, I can change parts of the content by just double clicking in through the website editor, and I can change my social media links and those types of things here. Once I've created it and I like the way that the site looks and I just save my changes, it's going to update this website. And so now it's already updated that website. And now here is my design ready website template that I can start using to sell to my customers. When my customer goes to my brand new website, they can either add their logo globally here to go ahead and start seeing all the products that have the enabled logo designer on them, or if they just they wanted to do it from the product level, the way that your customer would do it at the product level. And so here's this particular bag, and you're going to see this little widget with the product designer. Same process. They would click that and upload the logo there. So this template is already pre-enabled and ready for you to start using through your Distributor Central account. And again, if there's any questions as we go through today, please let me know. So there is a question that's a good question. At this moment right now, the logo design application is available on global products inside Distributor Central. If you've created private or fulfillment products, this tool is not yet available at that level. So that is a really good question. If I were really a distributor and I wanted to create a company store for one of my customers, and I wanted to only use products on my company store that were logo enabled, I created this little demo this morning, and it's just a really quick, simple product presentation site or customer store site that has all of the products with no masked logo on them. So these are all just blank products. And how I did that is I went into my Distributor Central account, and I'm going to show you a couple of tricks that you'll have to enable as you do this. I'm going to add a new website. And when I add a new website, I'm going to make a decision not to use the design template. I'm going to just do a customer presentation site. So I'm going to say I'm going to use this template. And I'm going to give my folder a name again. Oh, it's not available. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to select my company logo again. And in this instance, because this is a customer presentation example, I might not need to use my own personal logo, or maybe I use two logos. Maybe I use my logo plus my customer's logo, but I'm going to use a different logo this time, and I'm going to pretend like this is my customer's logo. So once I've done that, I can create the site. And this is just some of the framework. Once I've created the site, I'm going to go back to the hosting manager, and I'm going to manage this site. And what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to add a product collection. And I'm going to show you how you can just choose a product collection that is already logo enabled. So what I'm going to do from here is click Manage. And there is already a pre-built filter. So right now, this template site's got the top sellers collection on it. I don't need the top sellers collection in this particular example, so I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to add a new collection. And I'm going to add a filter. And when I add a filter, the filter that you're going to be looking for is this virtual designer. When I click the virtual designer, I'm going to click True, and I'm going to include those products. I'm going to save my changes. And now my website has got currently 1,403 products. I can publish my changes from here and start moving forward with it to send over to the customer. Or if I wanted to add additional filters, so if I knew that I only wanted products from specific suppliers, or if I knew that my customer wanted to be able to have this kind of company store solution that was quick with just specific items, I could use additional filters and create as many filters as I want to filter those products down maybe to the supplier or to the item or to the price point. And I'm going to go ahead and publish this site. So I'm going to publish those changes. When I publish those changes, my site now will just have those products like we were looking at earlier. Couple of things that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to set some preferences to enable that logo designer to work properly. And where you're going to do that is I'm going to go back to, actually I'm going to go back to edit this website, and I'm going to show you in the preferences a couple of things you're going to need to take a look at. I'm going to go ahead and open up the editor. And the first thing you're going to need to do to make this work properly on your website is in your preferences, I'm going to go to the customization preference, and I'm going to enable this PD, product designer. So I've now enabled that. I'm going to save it. If you're a distributor who already has an existing website on Distributor Central and you want to add an additional tab or section to your website that has a virtual design, like a design your own kind of area, the steps I'm taking right now are the steps that you'll need to take. So I've just enabled through my website preferences, the product designer, and I've saved those. Go back to my website, hosting manager. When I get back to that website, I'm going to manage it. And now I'm going to see a link on my this domain name or this website that says product designer. I'm going to click that. And a couple other things you're going to need to turn on. You're going to need to turn on the auto pop-up and the auto fill. And we'll talk about these other filters on another webinar. These are really designed for paper good products like forms, business cards, those types of things. And I'm going to turn everything off except for the logo. So I need three things. I need the auto pop-up, the auto fill, and the logo. I'm going to turn the rest of it off for now. And we will talk about the rest of these in another webinar. So now I've done that, and there'll be help guides and all of this stuff as well. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to go back to my website. I'm going to preview the site now. And now, here is my quick and easy company store solution that is going to show my customer all the blank products. But if I want to go ahead before my customer gets this and upload their logo to it, I can take their logo, and I'm going to use my Distributor Central one as an example. I can take their logo, upload it to their site, and now I can give them a website with visual representation on what their product, their logo will look like on products. And there's about 1,400 of them that are already enabled with the logo designer at this point. We'll continue to add the design tool to more products, but there's currently about 1,400 of them that are already enabled with that design tool. Again, if there's any questions as we're going through this, let me know. But that is really everything that you would need to have either a really quick company store solution that's filtered down, or product presentation site that's filtered down to products that your customer's looking for, that also gives you the ability to apply their logo to the imprint location, the first imprint location that's available on those products. Or you could take that template and just create a completely new website that is enabled with the product designer by using that new template that we've released, which is the virtual design template. Or you could add an additional section to your website, similar to how we use the presentation, to add an additional product collection on an existing website that segments out those products that have the designer enabled on them. There are some questions in here in regards to the products that have the designer on them. So take a look at everything that does already have the designer on it. Inside of your Distributor Central account, I'm going to go to the product search page. That filter is available. That, and the same if you've been in any of our previous webinars over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking heavily about that PPE template as well. One of the things that you can do to see all of the suppliers and the products that have that design tool enabled on them is there's a filter that will allow you to filter down the products to just those templates. And I just did this 1 second ago, so I'm looking for it real quick. Sorry, it was way at the top. I apologize. So there's a filter for the virtual designer, and it will show you a full set of all of the products that have that enabled on them. And then from there, you can also see the list of suppliers that already have that set up on a segment of their product. So it's typically not going to be every product from every supplier, but you can then take a look at the suppliers that have it and see how many of their products have that on there. That is the new template. And again, to use that template through the wizard and to get something set up, all you would need to do is go to your hosting manager, add a new website, choose that new template. Or if you wanted to add a product filter to an existing website and create an additional collection, you could do that as well. Or you could use it to create customer presentations and company stores that have your customer's logo pre-built on all of the products that they're looking at, that also include products that have the design capability enabled on them. This is something that we're continuing to do, so you'll start to see more and more products with that design tool on there, but there's a good amount of them already with that design tool enabled, and so we wanted to get a template together and a filter together so that distributors could start using that. Are there any other questions that I can answer? I know this didn't take a long time, but there will be a help guide that goes through all of the little kind of nuances of the preferences and adding the product designer capabilities of the website. So there'll be a step-by-step guide on it, as well as a video tutorial in this webinar as well that you can go back and reference. That is the main aspect of today's session on that new template. I will keep the chat open and keep answering questions as they come in. Again, if anybody has questions or thinks of something after the session today, you can always contact our support group or myself, and here's contact information on how to reach Distributor Central. A couple of other places that are great reference points is help.distributorcentral.com, as well as our YouTube channel. I really appreciate everyone's time today. I hope you're as excited as we are about having that design capability, functionality on products that you can get over to customers.